Hello. All right, let us dive into this last 10 pounds and let's talk a little bit about lessons I've learned. So I had to actually go back through my Fitness Pal to see when it was that I was 10 pounds lighter than I am right now. And it was back in 2012, 2013, right after I hit my weight loss goal. And I managed to get down in that 145 to 147 range, so about 10 pounds lower than I am now. And I remember doing this because I had hit my goal weight. Tell me if this story sounds familiar. I hit my goal weight. I did not like my body. I had not begun doing any type of gratitude practice. I had not been, willing to accept my body. I was actually at that point going to see a plastic surgeon to get work done on my body, looking into that as an option. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to lose 10 more pounds. That's going to make me like my body. So I did it. I pursued it. I think I did carb cycling at the time, got super intense with my workouts, and I did get 10 pounds lighter. I have proof, and I'll actually post it here. Some images from my Fitness Pal where I logged my weight way back in the day. And what I realized was, and you're gonna, mind blowing, right? Nothing changed. All my clothes that I wore, being heavier than that still fit me. I did not, in fact, like my body more. I actually felt a much higher level of stress because the work I had to put in to get to that lower number was difficult. And it was my mental focus was not in a good place. And so finally I let go of that as I began, because I kind of had that realization of, one, plastic surgery wasn't going to make me happy with my body. Two, the work that was going into losing more weight was not something I could sustain. I really just kind of had this personal revelation at that time, and that's when I kind of started focusing on body gratitude, focusing on liking my body for what it's capable of, not how it looks, and really focusing on eating it and feeding it well so it performed well. It was a complete kind of mental transformation. So now, as I work on getting back down to the lower end of my weight maintenance range, which for me would be about 150, my motivation for doing this isn't because I'm going to like my body more. It's not because it's going to look wildly different. It's not because my clothes are going to fit me any different. All my clothes fit me pretty much anywhere from the upper 140s to the upper 150s. It's like, as long as I stay in that range, my clothes all fit. So then why, Heather? Why would you be doing this? Because statistically speaking, as you and I age, our weight will continue to increase. It's just been proven by science. Like, as we age, we lose muscle, we gain fat, we are more sedentary, we eat more, or definitely probably eating more convenience foods, right? Just because we ultimately have them around, and we tend to gain weight over time. So what you weigh now in your 40s, you'll probably weigh a little bit more in your 50s, and you'll weigh a little bit more in your 60s. So I have a choice, right? I can continue to gain another 5, another 10, or I can be proactive and lose weight and get back down to the low end of my goal and try and maintain that line, right? And that way, as I age, I'm not taking on the extra 5, 10, 15 pounds. I'm actually kind of going the opposite direction of what the norm would do. So when I focus on it, it's not a romantic, sexy play. It's not oh my gosh, I'm gonna love my body. I've already done all that. I've already gotten the t-shirt and all that good stuff, and none of that actually happened. It was, I worked my ass off to get to that certain point, and then ultimately burned myself out, realized I in fact did not like my body more, and I was putting myself through a whole heck of a lot of torture to get there. Because for me personally, I think everyone, I don't believe in set point weight, but what I do believe in is based on genetics. We all tend to fall into a certain range where our weight is the most comfortable for us, where we can eat normally, be physically active, and it just kind of tends to hang out there. I don't necessarily know if it's a 20-pound range or whatever, science is saying right now, but I do think that if you look at your family history, you'll probably see the majority of your family kind of falling naturally into certain weight ranges or carrying their weight in a certain way. They're based on their body frame. And for me, the 150s has always been a very comfortable place. And I think what we need to begin to think about as I'm checking in this week is that even if you're losing a pound a month, or if you're losing a couple pounds a year, or you're moving generally in the right direction, you're beating statistics. Statistics says over time, we're gonna go the other direction. So I just wanted to share that thought. So this week or this month, I dropped a pound of average weight, 2 pounds of scale weight, and then I looked to see where I was this time last year, because I think it's really important we consistently do this process. We don't check in and check out. We're on the wagon, off the wagon. This time last year, I was an average of 2 pounds higher than I am now. So again, going back to time, people putting on weight, I'm 2 pounds lighter now than I was this time last year. And that's kind of how you want to think about this. If I check in with myself in a month, am I lower than I was a month ago? Am I lower than I was a year ago? Am I making forward progression? All right, so this week I actually did hit those 1,500 calorie days, but I also had 2 days that I did not follow my quote unquote calorie plan, and it probably ultimately balanced me back out into the same range. So this week I will attempt 2 more lower calorie days, and then trying to keep all the other days equal between 1,500 and 1,800. But I just felt the desire to talk to you guys about this 10 pounds. And keep in mind, I've been in your shoes. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and most of the struggles that you face, I have personally walked through myself. And I think it's important we discuss this stuff from the perspective of not marketing, not somebody saying, oh my gosh, you want to lose the last 10 pounds, here's a wrap that's going to take it and melt it right off of you. No, like actually talk to real human beings who have also struggled with weight, who have lost that 10 pounds. What did it feel like for them? Did it really make a huge monumental difference in their life? Was it doable or sustainable, or was it just achievable? Like really asking these questions, because the reality is, I think we think just losing some more weight, and I know I did, it will somehow make things better. And really, in all honesty, as I reflect back on that time, it did not. And I just want to share that with you, because as I lose this weight this time, I'm not disillusioned. I know nothing in my day-to-day life is going to change. I know it's not going to change my wardrobe. I know that I'm still going to feel the exact same way about my body as I do today. I just want to basically help, statistically speaking, not continuously gain weight through the rest of my lifespan. You guys have a great day. I hope your week went well. And if you have any questions, please post them below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. I think it would really be helpful if we have an honest conversation about long-term weight management, losing weight, and what it really looks like. I'll talk to you soon.